Ooh, is this bad lighting? Come on, bro. Can't have bad lighting on my first video back. What's up, YouTube? Told you guys I was gonna be back. I took a little break off YouTube. I was actually going live every day on TikTok, and I built a nice community. Some of you guys are probably from TikTok. Welcome in. We're gonna be doing the same thing that we're doing on TikTok over here. We're gonna be posting every single day, and I'm super excited for that. It's got to the point where my hand is healed up. I was waiting until it was 100%. It's about 99.5. It's pretty much there already, where I can get full workouts, talk about my workouts, and just start being very consistent on YouTube. And today's gonna be day one, which is the hardest day. One of the things that I've really been like kind of feeling also, which makes me super excited to get started, I've just been feeling in a rut, you know, been doing the same thing over and over again, waking up, going to the same gym, doing the same work, and just like repeating. I feel like if you guys are going through the same thing, a very good, easy way to break that is just to change your environment. And like I said, this is what we're doing here at Lifetime. We're gonna get a membership, and this is where we're gonna be filming from now on till further notice. So with the first video of this entire series, I wanna do a before. All right, guys, so here's day one of the physique check. Like I said, it's been about 2 months since actually having a real hard workout. Today's gonna be day one, so this is gonna be a good video to compare results over time. Like I said, before the workouts, we're gonna do this again after we finish our back day. So let's just go upstairs and get started. All right, first set went pretty good. We're gonna go up to our first working set. One thing I wanna do is I wanna just find that sweet spot where the weight's just heavy enough to have a challenging 10 to 12 rep range, and do that for 5 sets, right? Everything before, until we find this weight, I consider myself as a warm-up. And like I said, it has to be challenging enough where you actually feel like you're getting a workout. 8. 11. 12. All right, so we're about to hit our last set. On my set number 4, I noticed it was a little light, so I adjust a little bit, which you can do that, you know, you can figure it out, you know, as far as what you can do halfway through. But just keep in mind, now you build your standard for the next time you do the same movement, you have like a better idea on what you can do. Obviously, with this being my first time back, it's a little bit more confusing, which you guys may be able to relate to. But like I said, if you get to a point where you think you can do a little bit more, I would highly recommend in doing so. 8. 11. 12. And one thing I have always done is, religiously too, on my last set, I always do a drop set. Probably go down about 30% or so, and then rep it out for as many as I can. It just, overall, makes this a very more effective exercise. And as you can see here, I think I probably lowered it a little bit too much, which again, is something that will be noted. So for the next time I do this, I'm able to have a better idea on what I can and cannot do. All right, so we're moving on to something that's towards your body, right? There's 2 different training methods when you're training your back. There's obviously when you're training more of your lats, anything that's pulling down, and then the other one, which is pulling towards your body. One obviously is gonna work out your lats, pulling down. Pulling towards your body is gonna be more of your thickness of your back. It's kind of funny because back in the day, I used to do 3 different grips on each one. So 6 total workouts for back. And over the years, especially when I started doing TikTok and Instagram, I have seen that my sets have decreased over the time. So I'm really excited to get back to that range of getting 6 different sets of back for every back workout. And it's one of those things that you can't just like switch back on overnight. You have to work slowly towards getting back there. One thing I like to do when I'm doing single hand movements, I like to alternate with the hand that I start with, right? So if I use my right hand to start the first set, my second set, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my left hand. I don't think it's too big of a problem if you don't do that. To me, it just makes sense because obviously if you're pushing really hard, you may get tired and be able to perform a little less on your second hand. So I like to always alternate between hands. That way, that's not an issue. Where I'm going a little bit harder on one hand versus the other. So now we worked overhand. We just worked right now neutral, and let's go move on to underhand grip exercise. One of the things that I did on the previous exercise is I wasn't able to do too heavy of a weight because it started giving pain on my left hand. So what I did, I just increased the rep count. You know, these are the little things you gotta do just to make it on an intensity that's gonna help you see results, right? I obviously could have just kept the same rep range or maybe gone a little bit heavier and do less count, but I'm trying to be very careful with my new progress on my hand because it's still not 100%, but it's getting there. So right now we're gonna switch it to the underhand. Guys, the underhand is really gonna help target a different area on the back. For me personally, I'm able to put more of the weight portion on my back versus my arms when I do underhand. Like I said, you have to train all different 3 styles. 5. 8. 9. 11. So it's just really funny. For example, on this grip, 0 pain on my left hand. While over there, there was a slight discomfort. So just keep in mind, you know, obviously with different grips, it's gonna hit a little different. I literally went on a whole speech about your last set, and sometimes you wanna push it past that range, right? Sometimes you do a drop set, and then other times, like the set that I just did, you kind of push it to the max. You know, you go over that 12 rep count. And I did about 23. Notice that I was not filming the whole entire time. So let's just go one more. Let's go one more right here. 4, 5. 3, 4. Couldn't even do my 12, but it's all right. Like I said, I did 23 the set before. I just wanted to do one more with this angle. I'm gonna do one more back exercise. Like I told you guys, I wanna aim it more for my lats. That way, I have completed 2 of each, 2 of the thickness of the back, right? Pulling towards your body, and then 2 pulling down more on the lats. It's gonna sound kind of crazy, but I'm gonna go ahead and in my back portion of the workout with some pull-ups. I don't know how many I'll be able to do. I am gonna aim for that beautiful mark of 10 that we all love to aim for, and see how it goes. All right, here goes nothing. Let's aim for that 10 range. I can already feel some imbalances on my left side. Ooh, a dirty 20, a dirty 10. I was about to say 20. A dirty 10. Yeah, my back's pretty cooked, as you can tell. That was barely 10. I'm gonna try to do a few more sets just to close it in back, and I'm gonna try to do a little bit of biceps. Believe it or not, this is kind of a shame to say, but this is probably one of the best pumps I had in a very long time. So I'm feeling good. I'm gonna do some biceps after this, maybe 2 more exercises, and then call it a wrap. All right, so to close out the video, I'm gonna do 2 different bicep exercise. I'm gonna do the bar by itself, just curls. I'm gonna do 200 reps, 4 sets of 50, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the cables. I should probably do dumbbells, honestly. I've been doing too much cable equipment today. I'm gonna do the dumbbells. I'm probably gonna grab either 15s or 20s and do the same. I'm gonna do 4 sets of 50, going all the way down, all the way up with the dumbbells. I'm gonna show you guys a bicep pump. I'm not gonna film the bicep workout, but I wanna show you the bicep pump before and after, and I wanna see if you guys think there's any changes whatsoever. So I'm gonna do both sides, the before. All right guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think that goal was a little aggressive, but we did what we could. I did 3 sets of 50 on the barbell, and then my last one, I stopped at 25. At that point, bro, though the reps are so broken, like it didn't even count. I was just like, I'm gonna stop there. And then I went to go grab some dumbbells. Originally in my head, I was thinking 20, but I'm like, yo, I'm way too exhausted, so I grabbed the 15s, and I feel like that was too light. But is there any results pump-wise after that superset? Let me know down below. All right, now here's gonna be the post-workout physique. I'm not gonna lie, today was a good one, guys. I feel like it was a definitely good first day. Obviously, I can't tell based on the before or after. Overall, guys, it was honestly better than I thought. Way better than I thought. But it just kind of shows how I still have a lot more room to grow as far as putting the volume back in my workouts and the intensity. But it's just one of those things that you're not going to get there overnight. You're not going to get there by doing a certain training style. It comes with time. Like slowly putting in that volume, and each day is just like a marathon. You'll get a little bit better in shape, and you're going to be able to do a little bit more and more as time goes on.